Overnight, global prices plummeted 1,000,000 times. 1 yuan could buy Mount Fuji, and 2 yuan could buy Wall Street in the United States. However, my money alone was not affected, and I was completely unaware of all this. Today, I am participating in a blind date arranged by my mother. I'll be direct. If you want to marry me, you need a house of at least 100 square meters, a nice car, and a dowry of 5 mao. What? 5 mao? Are you kidding me? To put it bluntly, you're just a poor devil. Hey, no miss. Did I not hear you correctly? Ah, are you sure it's 5 mao? You didn't make a mistake about the 5 mao dowry. If you want to marry me, not a penny less than a 5 mao dowry. I know the dowry I'm asking for is a lot, but my parents raised me with so much effort. Wow, is the dowry really only 5 mao? You aren't some kind of tycoon, are you? Chen Feng blurted out instinctively. What nonsense are you talking about? If you can't pay it, forget it. Don't worry, I won't take advantage of you. I'll pay for this coffee myself. Next time, even if you bring out a 1 yuan coin as a massive dowry, crying and begging me, I won't agree. Chen Feng shook his head. Just as he was preparing to go home and continue his grand career as a streamer with a monthly income of 1 million, his cell phone began to vibrate. Ah, hello, who is speaking? Hello, is this Mr. Chen Feng? It's me. What's going on? Ah, it's like this. Your Boeing 747 purchased online has arrived in Shenzhen. Because the cargo is too valuable, we need to confirm when it is convenient for you to pick it up in person. What nonsense. I only bought a model to treat myself. What? Just leave it at the city's central station, can't you? Ha ha ha, sir, you must be joking. This is a Boeing 747. Even if we had 10 times more courage, we wouldn't dare leave it to chance. You must be present in person. Ah, I'm convinced. A plastic model bought for 3 yuan is being treated like a real plane from your province. Alright, where is it? I'll go there later. We are on the tarmac at Xinjiang International Airport. I will send you the location later. To save money, Chen Feng randomly stopped 2 buses to get to the airport. Hey sir, how much does it cost to go to the airport? All the passengers and the driver looked at him as if he were a mental patient. How much does it cost, young man? You haven't woken up yet, have you? Ha, you've watched too many TV dramas. You're a lunatic who can't distinguish reality. Young people these days, their breath is bigger than the smell of their feet. He opens his mouth and talks about a few yuan. Young man, don't cling to the dream of winning the lottery. The stories of getting rich overnight that they tell on TV, even 5 yuan is fake. That is to say, study diligently, and then find a job where you can earn 2 cents a month. Doing that is already as if your ancestral graves were breathing green smoke. Listening to everyone's voices, Chen Feng fell into confusion once again. No, what is wrong with this group of people today? The dowry only needs to be 5 mao. I try to save bus fare and get despised by others. Chen Feng was a bit angry, wearing clothes from a street stall. So ugly. How much are you even worth if you were sold for a few yuan? Who do you think you are? The guardian son of Xinjiang City? If you don't have money to take the bus, get off quickly. Hearing this, Chen Feng glared at the man in the suit with a bad face. No, are you sick? What's wrong with asking how much it costs to take the bus? Besides, is it really a sense of superiority to ask about a few yuan on the bus? As soon as these words came out, the bus compartment ignited completely. Oh my God! Listen to him, he said, a few yuan. That's a yuan. It's not a mao. Nor is it a cent, young man. You can dream, but don't take dreams as reality. It's easy to go crazy. I mean, a few yuan. Look at him. If you can pull out 1 yuan, I will eat this bus. Seeing this group of people verbally attacking him, the man in the suit felt great. A sense of superiority surged immediately. Tisk, tsk. A brat who hasn't even grown hair yet, who doesn't know his limits. It's just that your uncle here took his luxury car in for maintenance today. Otherwise I wouldn't have taken the bus. If you don't have money, call me uncle. I'll give you money to take a cab. I'm telling you, my monthly salary is exactly 2.5 cents. The mocking from the people around him wouldn't stop. The situation was not superficial at all. Ah, what is wrong with people today? Chen Feng suddenly realized. This must be a system prank. How fake. The rich people of this world have had their assets cut by 1,000,000 times. So aren't I now richer than an entire country? Ha ha ha. That girl from the blind date was very beautiful. I'm going to use money to shut her mouth. Ha ha ha. My heart is racing like crazy. I am completely isolated from the outside world. Are you going to leave or not? If you don't leave, get off the bus. Ah, I'm just asking for a few yuan. Are you guys crazy? Young man, you open your mouth and close your mouth talking about a few yuan, eh? Let's do this. If you can pull out a few yuan, how about I call you daddy on the spot? Chen Feng pulled out the money. Everyone was shocked. Chen Feng casually threw 4 coins into the air. The coins fell back into his hand, making a clinking sound. Everyone stood stunned. Humph! It's not just 1 yuan. Why all the fuss? That shine is real. Clutching 4 yuan. Oh my god! That shine! That texture! Yes, it's a real yuan. Impossible! How is that possible? Those are 4 yuan. How can you just pull them out like that, ah? How? They aren't counterfeit, are they? Chen Feng flipped the coins in the air. Everyone's eyes followed the movement of the coins. They were terrified they would fall to the floor and break, watching them with sheer nervousness. Chen Feng caught the coins with one hand. He casually slips the coins into his pocket. Everyone's heart aches, as if a piece of their own flesh has been torn out. Oh, what a spendthrift! What if they fall? What will we do if they get nicked? Yes! What if they accidentally fall down a sewer drain? If I had a son like that, I'd strangle him. Oh, you wish. Look at him. He's a rich second-generation heir. Brother, have you studied too hard? I'm the belle of the goldfish school. Even if you paid me 5 cents, I'm still a virgin. Wait, you're dreaming. You can tell you're not a virgin. You, who said just a moment ago that if it's real, you'd call me daddy? Hearing this, the man in the suit turned pale and looked completely lost. However, as he looked at Chen Feng's bulging pocket, the embarrassment in his eyes instantly morphed into greed. Wait, if I completely ignore the age difference, I have nothing to lose by acknowledging a wealthy little godfather. Looking at how simple-minded he is, if I become his godson, maybe he'll give me the 4 yuan in his pocket right on the spot. Daddy, my name is Ganchi. Can you call me Goner? Get lost. That's disgusting. Looking at this group of crazy people, Chen Feng was absolutely certain that global prices had indeed devalued. This meant he was now richer than an entire country. Speaking of which, if Lu Ruyan knew I had become a tycoon, wouldn't she throw herself straight into my arms? Right. This aviation model plane is my future brother-in-law's birthday present. There must be no mistake. Chen Feng immediately took a taxi to the airport. Lu Ruyan was Chen Feng's campus goddess. He had been pursuing her for 3 years, and it was always her younger brother who had been helping him out. Chen Feng had always been extremely generous to him. Shortly after, Chen Feng opened the car door and entered the airport terminal. He was about to dial the customer service number from before, but his phone suddenly rang. Looking at the screen, it turned out to be the goddess, Lu Ruyan. Chen Feng got excited immediately. To get some sweet revenge, he wanted to brag to the goddess right away. "Hello, babe. I've prepared Xiao Wei's birthday gift. Where are you?" "Don't call me babe. I'm on the tarmac. Come here, I have something to tell you." "Ah, I'm at Incheon Airport. What's up?" "Ah, how come you are also at the airport?" Lu Ruyan said with some impatience. "Go find an airport attendant first, and ask them to take you to the helipad. Just say Manager Wan sent you." Chen Feng was somewhat confused. He approached the service desk, gave Manager Wan's name, and quickly entered the airport's helicopter parking area. There, he saw Lu Ruyan and her younger brother, Yang Wei. Yang Wei was staring intently at a helicopter in front of him. "Awesome! Look at those lines, this is a private chopper. Incredible! Hey, Ruyan, Xiao Wei is here too. Just in time." "Don't touch me, Chen Feng. Let's break up." "Don't be silly. Isn't today Xiao Wei's birthday? Who is joking with you? You don't deserve me, understand? Get lost." "Hey babe, don't be silly. I'm not joking with you. Let's break up." Chen Feng gripped the 4 coins in his pocket as if his life depended on it. His gaze grew cold. "Ah, give me a reason. Haven't I been good enough to you?" "Good enough? Please. You've been dating my sister for 3 years, and you didn't even buy her a single lipstick. You think you deserve to be my brother-in-law? You're dreaming, loser." Yang Wei scoffed. Looking at Yang Wei, whom he had always treated like his own younger brother, Chen Feng felt a surge of pure rage in his heart. Wei Wei is right. You don't deserve to marry my sister. Hearing a voice, Chen Feng looked up and saw someone suddenly jump down from the helicopter. A middle-aged man in his 30s skillfully wrapped his arm around Lu Ruyan. Yang Wei also looked at Chen Feng defiantly. "Brother-in-law, you're finally here. Who are you?" Chen Feng asked. "I am the manager of this airline, and also her current boyfriend. See this chopper? It's mine. Wei Wei, your brother-in-law is happy today. I'll give you a huge red envelope. Take the money and don't hold back." "Oh my God! A whole penny. Thank you, brother-in-law. You're so generous, you're the best. See that? My brother-in-law just gave me a penny. You won't save up that much in your entire life." At that moment, Chen Feng felt an unprecedented sense of ridicule. They are so happy over a single penny. If I threw my 4 yuan in their faces, I'd scare them to death on the spot. "Kid, if you're smart, beat it. Otherwise, I'll call security to throw you out," the manager sneered. "Hurry up and get lost. Don't waste our time here. Don't block my sister from flying in a private chopper." Looking at this circus of clowns, a flash of cold anger crossed Chen Feng's eyes. His voice was terrifyingly low. "Fine. I hope you don't regret this, Lu Ruyan. I suppose you ungrateful wolves will regret it. Don't come crawling to me for help." "Ask you for help? With your pathetic, loser life? Listen carefully. I have a whole yuan to my name. This Robinson R44's total price is only 3 yuan. A single hair on my leg is thicker than your waist. What are you going to compete with me with?" Ji Boda pinched Lu Ruyan's face as he spoke. "What are you laughing at? Is your mental capacity that weak? 3 yuan. The 4 steel coins in my pocket could probably buy this entire airport. What are they bragging about? What are you all arguing about? Don't you know that a top-tier VIP is about to arrive?" Hearing these words, everyone looked up. A man wearing a professional suit and black-framed glasses was walking over. Looking at the approaching man, Yang Wei looked annoyed. "Who are you? Are you playing around?" Before he could finish speaking, Ji Boda slammed his hand over Yang Wei's mouth and looked at the approaching man in absolute shock. "Chen, President Chen, what are you doing here?" "This is my friend, I'll take him away immediately. Looking at the arrogant G. Boda of just moments ago, now acting like a humble servant, Lu Ruyan's gaze shifted. With just a simple sentence, they had to leave with their tails between their legs. What kind of identity did this person have? Even G. Boda, who earned an annual salary of 1 yuan, was this terrified. What must this man's net worth be? 50 or 100 yuan? If she could cling to him, would she ever have to look at G. Boda's face again? For a moment, G. Boda's image in Lu Ruyan's mind shrank quite a bit. She spoke up. What kind of important person is the one this man mentioned? Someone who can make such a powerful person receive him personally. Just as G. Boda was pulling Lu Ruyan away to leave, he saw Chen Feng looking at President Chen with some confusion. President Chen, by the sound of your voice, have we met somewhere? The moment those words came out, the air froze instantly. G. Boda was so terrified his soul almost left his body. He rushed forward and grabbed Chen Feng tightly. This person's voice sounds a bit familiar. Where have I heard it before? What nonsense are you talking about? How could Manager Chen have anything to do with an ordinary person like you, Chen Feng? Don't make a scene. If you have something to say, take it outside. Chen Feng looked at them calmly, his tone somewhat lazy. What's the matter? Are you afraid of what I might say? As soon as he finished speaking, G. Boda's face turned incredibly ugly. After all, he was also a person with a certain position and status. Alright, don't you just want to take this opportunity to squeeze some money out of me? I promise you. Once we go outside, I'll give you 50 cents. After G. Boda finished speaking, he yanked on Chen Feng, preparing to drag him away, but he found that Chen Feng stood as solid as a rock. A penny. I'll give you a whole penny. That is a massive sum of money. It is half a month of my income. Don't be too greedy. Just as G. Boda was about to call security, President Chen suddenly realized something. He opened his eyes wide and stared at Chen Feng, his chest beginning to heave up and down relentlessly. It's him. Isn't this voice the man who answered the phone this morning? In other words, he is. President Chen took a quick, deep breath to calm his racing mind. He shouted out loud, and G. Boda flinched in fear immediately. Seeing President Chen approach, G. Boda stammered nervously. Manager Chen, this kid. President Chen completely ignored G. Boda. Taking 3 steps in 2, he rushed over to Chen Feng and bowed a full 90 degrees. May I ask if you are Mr. Chen Feng? For a moment, the entire place fell into a deathly silence. Lu Ruyan and Yang Wei opened their mouths so wide it looked as if they had seen aliens. I am. Are you? Ah, I remember. Are you the delivery courier who called me this morning? Shut up. Do you want to die? President Chen barked at G. Boda. This is the young master of the Inan Group, General Manager Chen. What delivery courier? MMH. The young master delivers packages in person. Is the service industry today really that competitive? Manager Chen, you must be mistaken. He is just a poor loser. When he was with my sister, he couldn't even buy her a single lipstick. How could he possibly be your guest of honor? Wei, kick him out quickly. Got it. Don't let him dirty Manager Chen's eyes. Who dares to touch him? President Chen's roar was powerful, instantly terrifying the siblings into freezing. You blind fools, open your eyes wide and see clearly. That Boeing 747 that just landed, it was purchased by Mr. Chen Feng in full. Everyone followed the direction of his finger. The massive airplane gleamed with the luster of wealth under the sun. The helicopter next to it looked like a mere toy in comparison. A Boeing 747. That is an astronomical machine worth 32 million. 32 million. If I sold you, you wouldn't even be worth 1/100th of that. How could he possibly afford it? Just when everyone was so shocked they could barely breathe, Chen Feng scratched his head with a look of confusion. Wait, brother, you must have made a mistake. Didn't I buy a model airplane? I was planning to give it to my brother-in-law as a birthday gift. Hearing this, Lu Ruyan looked as though she had grabbed a lifeline. Her attitude instantly flipped back from gold digger to smug contempt. I told you. Manager Chen, didn't you hear him? He admitted it himself. It's just a broken plastic model. Humph. He almost fooled me. MMH. Mr. Chen Feng, please provide the order information. Chen Feng handed over his phone carelessly. President Chen took a look, and his pupils dilated instantly. He was so stunned that he slowly raised his head. There is no mistake. This is a Boeing 747. Indeed, it was purchased by Mr. Chen Feng in full. This final verdict left the siblings, Lu Ruyan and Yang Wei, completely dumbfounded. Impossible. How did he have the money to do that? It was over. That was 32,100,000. The entire market capitalization of the Anan Group was only 50,000. He had casually spent over 32 million. Sigh. He really knows how to think. At the time, I saw it was only being sold for 3,210 yuan. I thought it was just a replica model. Sigh. Since they sent me a real one. Chen Feng muttered, leaving everyone speechless. Sigh. Such a big thing, I don't even know how to fly it. Putting it at home just takes up space. If I had known it was real, I wouldn't have bought it. A model would have been better. Listen to this. Is this what a human being says? Ji Boda felt like dying. He hated that a real plane took up space. What kind of mental wiring did this super rich guy have? That bitch Lu Ruyan is going to be the death of me. Ji Boda glared fiercely at Lu Ruyan, wishing he could strangle her on the spot. Lu Ruyan looked as if she had lost her soul, muttering non-stop. Humph, you guys. It's all fake, I don't believe it. Ha ha ha. Mr. Chen Feng, you are very humorous. President Chen smiled politely. All the paperwork is ready. Do you want to go up and inspect the cargo? Ah, forget it. I'm too lazy to move. It's just a toy worth a few thousand yuan, not worth inspecting. President Chen almost choked. A toy worth a few thousand yuan. This was a Boeing 747. He had seen arrogant people before, but never this arrogant. This truly was a dragon hidden among the commoners. Just at that moment, a beauty in a tailored business suit came running over, completely out of breath. President Chen. Here is the transfer contract you requested. MMH, Mr. Chen, if you don't see any problems, please sign here at the bottom. This Boeing 747 is yours. Chen Feng took a quick look at the contract handed to him, and then signed his name. Ah well, returning it is also a hassle. I'll just reluctantly accept it. Returning it, just thinking about it, I already know what a headache that would be. Congratulations, Mr. Chen. This Boeing 747 is officially yours. Hearing those words, Lu Ruyan, who had been completely dumbfounded, finally reacted. Impossible. Liar. Chen Feng, you are a liar. This must be your scheme, right? You're definitely lying to me. You just want me to regret this, don't you? Ji Boda. This person isn't actually the general manager of your company, right? You made a mistake earlier, didn't you? As if possessed, Lu Ruyan grabbed Ji Boda by the collar, shaking him frantically. She obviously could not accept any of this. Why? Right after I left, you transformed and bought an airplane outright? That's over 30 million yuan. Enough for an ordinary person to live a completely worry-free life. Seeing how carefree you were when buying the plane, you must have way more money. You said I was your girlfriend, you surely would have given me a nice car, a nice house. You would have bought me all kinds of luxury goods. I can't accept this. Lu Ruyan's wild actions immediately drew everyone's attention. Ji Boda's face turned livid instantly. Originally, he had still hoped that Chen Feng might have forgotten about him. But with Lu Ruyan throwing this fit, they were right back in the spotlight. It was impossible for Chen Feng not to notice him now. You crazy bitch, get lost. Stop acting like a lunatic here. Seeing that Lu Ruyan was still screaming, Ji Boda slapped her right across the face. The slap echoed incredibly loudly. A blood-red handprint appeared on Lu Ruyan's face. You actually hit me? Lu Ruyan stammered, coming to her senses. She stared at Ji Boda in disbelief. But Ji Boda was obviously in no mood to coddle her. He just glared at her with a ferocious expression. Shut up. If you say one more word, I'll make you pay. Ji Boda then rubbed his hands together, looking at the people present with an awkward smile. MMH. Ha ha ha. Sorry about that scene, everyone. She suddenly lost her mind. I was afraid she might hurt you. Security, drag these two out first. He shouted into the distance. No, it can't be like this, right? Yang Wei thought. Chen Feng is so rich he even bought a Boeing 747. Surely he can make sure we don't get kicked out, right? If we just beg him, not only can we stay, but we can also check out the cockpit of that Boeing 747. Maybe we can successfully make him happy. That way, I might even be able to ask for the plane as a dowry. Thinking of this, Yang Wei summoned his courage and rushed in front of Chen Feng. Brother Chen, they want to throw my sister and me out. Please intercede for us. As he said this, he also grabbed and shook Chen Feng's arm. Because of his sudden force, Chen Feng's hand, which had been resting in his pocket, was pulled out abruptly. At the same time, 4 shiny coins flew out and clinked onto the ground. Everyone froze instantly. Time seemed to stand still. Every eye was locked on the ground, staring at those 4 gleaming coins. Everyone held their breath. That luster, those are real gold coins. Heavens, a total of 4 yuan. He was really carrying them in his pocket. Carrying a whole fortune on his person. That is the true definition of a billionaire. Yang Wei stared at the coins on the ground. His eyes turned as red as a rabbit's. His greedy drool was about to drip onto the floor. Money. It's real money. The exact kind of 1 yuan coin you see on TV. Brother-in-law. As long as you help me, I'll make my sister make up with you. Seriously. Brother-in-law, hurry up and apologize to my sister. These are 4 yuan. What are you going to do with them anyway? Isn't it all because you like my sister? As long as you give these 4 yuan as a dowry, I will allow you two to get back together. How about it? Isn't that a great deal? Sister, hurry. Lu Ruyan finally woke up from her stupor. She hurriedly smoothed her hair and ran toward Chen Feng. Chen Feng, I know I made a mistake, okay? Let's get back together. It was that bastard Ji Boda who deceived me. In reality, I only have you in my heart. Let's make up. I'll go home with you tonight, okay? Yes, Brother Chen. My sister knows she was wrong. It was that guy who fooled us both. Now we know we made a mistake. Let's get back together and be just like before. Looking at the performance of these 2 ungrateful parasites, Chen Feng took a step back. He slowly began to clap his hands. Ah, an ungrateful wolf will always be an ungrateful wolf. Have you already forgotten the penny he gave you earlier? Weren't you just calling him brother-in-law? Now, why are you clinging to a loser like me? Hearing Chen Feng's mockery, both of them froze, utterly speechless. At that moment, the 2 airport security guards arrived. Ji Boda was overjoyed. Quickly, throw these 2 out. Don't let them dirty Mr. Chen's eyes. Hearing this, both siblings instinctively looked at Chen Feng. Neither of them dared to make a move. Ji Boda grew impatient. What are you waiting for? Hurry up and throw them out. Don't you understand what I'm saying? The security guards looked at each other, then moved to carry Yang Wei and Lu Ruyan away. I don't want to. I finally made it here. I haven't even stepped onto a helicopter yet, and I haven't seen the inside of the Boeing 747. Yang Wei struggled and backed away frantically. He tried to run toward the helicopter on the side, but he was no match for the trained security guards. Lu Ruyan was also brought down to the ground. As the guards escorted them past Chen Feng, and while Ji Boda was still looking triumphant, a voice suddenly rang out. Wait! Ji Boda gasped and mechanically turned his head to look at Chen Feng. He only saw Chen Feng pointing directly at him. There's another piece of garbage here that should also be thrown out. Cold sweat broke out on Ji Boda's forehead, and he forced a tense smile. See Chen. President Chen, please, judge clearly. I am the manager here. Manager? According to my information, Manager Ji, you are already married, aren't you? You are severely ruining this company's reputation. As of right now, you are fired. Yes, I am married, but President Chen, she and I. Enough! Our airline cannot afford a grand figure like you. Get out. Hearing this, Ji Boda's face turned completely pale. President Chen's words undoubtedly meant he was finished. Instantly, throwing all dignity aside, he fell to his knees on the ground. President Chen, I know I was wrong. Please, give me a chance. Seeing that Chen Feng remained unfazed, Ji Boda turned to him pleadingly. Mr. Chen, I really didn't know she was your girlfriend. If I had known, even if I were given 10,000 times the courage, I wouldn't dare cross your path. Ji Boda kept begging. President Chen saw the growing impatience in Chen Feng's eyes and immediately waved his hand. Drag him out and throw him away. Understood. Ji Boda was dragged away, squealing like a slaughtered pig. The world was finally at peace. Ah, peace at last. Chen Feng bent down and slowly picked up the 4 coins from the ground. I thought a wealthy god like you wouldn't bother with such pocket change, President Chen remarked. No matter how small a mosquito is, it's still meat, Chen Feng replied, casually tossing the 4 coins into the air and catching them firmly. The secretary standing nearby watched with her heart in her throat. Heavens, that's a massive sum of 4 yuan. What if he misses and they fall down the sewer? The rich people she had met before threw their money around like tacky, loud nouveau riche. How could this man play with several yuan as if they were mere marbles? This carefree, relaxed attitude was incredibly alluring. Was this the aura of a top-tier wealthy god? Every gesture was effortlessly luxurious and meaningful, dripping with aristocratic elegance. Was this the heir of an ancient grand family? The secretary also seemed a bit nervous. But in the end, she didn't throw herself onto Chen Feng like those other basic women in casual clothes. Wow! Just a moment ago, he bought a plane for 3,210 yuan without blinking an eye. And now he's pinching pennies over 4 yuan. As soon as those words were uttered, the secretary in the tailored suit was dumbfounded. Since she hadn't been present at the start, she didn't know Chen Feng had actually bought a real commercial plane. She had originally thought that playing with gold-like coins was the peak of showing off. Who would have expected an even more jaw-dropping move? Buying a model online and having a real plane delivered instead? Was this the twisted hobby of the ultra-rich? Secretary Wen shook her head with a bitter smile on her face. All right, stop teasing me, President Chen laughed. But people don't visit without a reason. Young Master Chen, for someone of your status to be so humble, you must have a favor to ask of me, right? Speak plainly. Ha ha ha, is it that obvious? Chen Feng smiled. Yes, incredibly obvious. All right. Let's eat first and talk over lunch. Get in the car. The scene shifted, and the two were sitting in an elegant cafe. All right, you can tell me now. What are you planning to do with that Boeing 747? President Chen asked. Sigh, what else can I do? Just leave it there. I don't know how to fly it anyway. As a giant scale model figure, it's pretty nice to look at. A giant scale figure, a 3,210 yuan aircraft just to please the eye. There is truly no comprehending this level of wealth. What I mean is, President Chen cleared his throat, since it's just sitting idle, why doesn't our airline lease it from you? The price is negotiable. Lease it? Is your prestigious airline short on planes? We are. Desperately short. Don't be fooled by the fact that our airline has 20 planes. It's all for show. 20? You mean to tell me you can't scrape together that tiny amount of money to buy more? The words, a tiny amount of money, hit President Chen like a pile of bricks. He almost spat out his coffee. Brother, do you think everyone treats money as lightly as you do? Even the top airlines rarely buy planes outright. Most lease them from banks. Airplanes are simply too expensive. We work our fingers to the bone for a whole year, and our profits aren't even enough to buy a single wing. Is that so? You guys running an airline are so poor you can't even afford to buy a plane worth a few thousand yuan? Why even run a business then? You'd be better off going back home to farm the land. President Chen clutched his chest, feeling as though he was about to have a heart attack. Heavens, is this even human language? If you can't afford a plane for a few thousand yuan, you should farm instead. Is the gap between our worlds really this massive? Wait, is he trying to make me quit my job? Meanwhile, Chen Feng was thinking to himself. They run an airline worth tens of millions of yuan, work themselves to death for a year, and they can't even make 3,210 yuan? That's right, my God. 1 month of my salary from the system could buy their entire group with change to spare. This is too crazy. So, Mr. Chen, does that mean you agree? Of course. Letting it sit there would only make it rust. It's better to use it to make some gas money. Let's sign a contract. Great. As for the lease terms, we can adopt a financial leasing method. The rate of return is calculated quarterly. Stop, 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 stop. Save the corporate jargon. Just tell me directly. How much net profit can this plane bring in a year, excluding maintenance and fuel? Roughly 300 yuan a year. What? Only 300 yuan. Chen Feng's eyes widened. I bought a plane for 3,210 yuan, and it takes 10 years just to recoup my investment? Are you running a business, or are you running a charity, President Chen? This is just how the market works. The lifespan of a commercial plane is 20 years. The first 10 years are to recoup the investment, and the last 10 years are pure profit. This is already considered a high-yield investment project. Ugh, forget it, forget it. Like I said, any bit of meat is still meat, right? Let's not make some overly complicated contract. Let's just go with what you said. 300 yuan, right? How about this? You transfer 25 yuan a month to me for the next 20 years. During this time, you can do whatever you want with the plane. Does that work? Ah, just like that? That simple? No collateral, no guarantor needed? 25 yuan a month. Is there any difference between this and renting a shared bicycle? Tell me, are we doing this or not? We are. Let's sign right now. President Chen respectfully escorted Chen Feng back home. Mr. Chen, it has been an absolute pleasure doing business with you. If you have any more small deals like this in the future, please be sure to contact me. Holding a massive monthly income of 25 yuan in his hands, Chen Feng sighed. Is this the boring life of counting money and doing absolutely nothing?